These are people, Josh.
Shit. Oh my god!
Which province? Which province?
He's like, not my people. It's your people, Josh.
Expert in fucking, I don't know.
Great power. For the fifth time, it's your boy Sean.
What's up, Wikimaniacs, and welcome to Reddit on Wiki, or should I say welcome back for, listeners who's been here.
What if it's their first time?
If it's your first time, welcome anyways. I'm your host for today's episode. It is I, your punny Pinoy John. No Sean today because he's living his best life without us. Fucker. But we don't care that he's gone because prepare for trouble and make it double. Not only have one guest today, but we have two, and not just two guests, we have twins up in this bitch, guys. So first up, you all know her, you all love her. Host of the popular Spooky Tales podcast, we have Cristina. Hey, Cristina, how are you?
Hi. Glad to be back. It's always so fun.
Good. Well, we missed you. It's been a while since we had you. And Wikimaniacs, fair warning, she's gonna sound the same when I introduce her, but she's a first-time guest on the pod. Also, gotta give a shout out to their podcast. Let me see if I can pronounce this right. Novelas con Cafecito. Is that okay?
Perfect. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I should have had Josh say that.
No.
Welcome to Reddit on Wiki, Carmen. She's frozen right now on our screen, so we're just staring at her picture at the moment.
At her frozen picture.
A lot of technical challenges.
It's a Monday episode, so we'll have a mixed bag of stories all over Reddit, and we always end the episode with This Day in History, written by Cultivate's very own Alex Underbaki of Weird Distractions podcast. Ladies, Josh, ready to hear today's menu?
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome.
I'm ready. But I'm scared because the last episode I listened to, there was like a poop story in it, and I never fast forwarded so fast in my life.
It's funny that you said that. I originally had a poop story, but I thought about the audience today, and you know what? Let me take it off. So I thought about y'all.
Wow.
If Sean was here, there was definitely gonna be some shit story. So
He doesn't give a shit about us.
literally don't give a shit about these boys. They can handle it. We're contractually obligated to just do whatever we want in this show. But today, trust me, I took it off. I wiped it off the list, pun intended.
Wow.
So,
Good one.
thank you. So this week's menu, we go to r/Bridezillas, cross-posted by Finn Artemis, where a pastor's daughter is lusting on the bride's soon-to-be husband.
Oh
Oh,
my God.
that is so many layers.
Layers. Yeah.
Okay.
We then go to r/True Off My Chest, where Lavender Ground Score. They call it Ground Score now, apparently. Lavender Ground Score Bunny 18 cross-posted a story about OP leaving a boyfriend over a prank.
I mean,
Understandable.
yeah.
Sounds reasonable.
Very
I've seen a lot of
reasonable.
shitty TikTok pranks. I'm like,
Oh, yes.
couldn't
Christina,
do
I
that.
think you were on that last time when there was a shitty TikTok prank, like Christina? Where it was
Yes.
like,
Something about spaghetti. There
make
was,
me no food or make me dinner or some shit like that?
something throwing around B words.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
was I on this one? I don't remember that.
I think you were off. I think you were in
No.
Greece.
Oh.
It was me and Alex, I think.
Yes,
makes
yes,
sense.
yeah. And after that, we'll kind of cut to a quick ad break, and from there we'll hop back on. A story cross-posted by Midscore, who did an awesome job, by the way. This one is from r/True Off My Chest, where OP resents their girlfriend for making them eat less.
Yeah. Okay. I would be hangry as well.
Hey, Josh, when hangry, is an asshole. Y'all seen it. Y'all seen it so many times. And last story for today is cross-posted by Sir Ground Score Vienna Ground Score Sausages, where
Oh my
OP
God,
decided
ground
to get their dad deported.
Oh, shit.
Oh, hell no.
Oh.
It's a mixed bag today. There's a lot of juicy ones in this episode. You can find these stories. They're all cross-posted on our subreddit, r/Reddit on Wiki. Shout out, by the way, because we almost have 2,000 Redditors there. So
Yeah, we do.
That's pretty
Wow.
exciting. And you can find all our info on our show notes. And at the conclusion of this episode, we'll read reviews, comments, and announcements. So stay tuned. Christina, Carmen, Josh, ready for the first story?
Very.
Let's do it.
First story, OP is Known Orchid. The title is Even the Pastor's Daughter is Lusting After My Man.
Even so,
I
there's
hate it already.
Even.
so there's other people lusting after her husband
Everyone.
or
Everyone.
future husband.
Everyone wants her man.
Yes. And remember, this is from r/Bridezilla. So
Okay, so I'm now thinking
Okay.
that it's in her mind.
all right, let's get into it. I've witnessed firsthand the sudden rush of what looks like outright demonic possession when a seemingly normal woman is planning her big day. Fortunately, most people I've come across remain normal throughout the whole process, but there are some that need to be put in a padded room to think about their choices.
It's true.
My dad, it do be facts. My dad is a pastor. I play piano and sing, so a lot of couples
Red flag.
who had my dad officiate would ask if I'd play, sing, or both. 90% of the time, I enjoyed every part of it. The other 10% included a woman who during the rehearsal burst into ragey tears and dramatically collapsed to the floor while doing her practice walk to the front because, quote, other women just can't stop lusting after the man who was ordained by God to be my husband.
Wait,
Followed by,
Okay.
even the pastor's daughter can't contain her lust.
oh,
So the entire room fell silent, looking at me, all of us wondering what just happened. She explained, still in her tearful rage, that while she walked down the aisle to a love song, I was staring at her fiance. It's so obvious she wants him. Yeah, no. As I was playing, my dad gave me the subtle signal we had between us to slow the tempo of the song. I was playing too fast. He was standing next to the groom for obvious reasons, but I wasn't looking at the groom. I was watching the tempo my dad was setting by tapping his leg. Apparently, my lust was so obvious for her man, she finally had to say something.
I'm just so baffled because it's like a split second thing where she looks over towards like his general direction. How does she catch that in that moment?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I'm curious what this homeboy looks like. He must be some handsome as shit, dude.
No, I bet he's fugly. No, he's probably just plain, actually. He's probably
Just a
like
normal
an average,
dude.
average guy, yeah.
Well, every girl that thinks everyone wants her man has an ugly ass man.
Oh,
Ooh.
oh.
Yeah,
Wait,
that-
Sienna's
I would
always
say
worried
that's
about
true.
people after me. That's
Damn, you ugly as shit.
Well,
I gotta go,
Christina
guys.
said
I'll
it,
be
not
back.
me.
Carmen, don't blame me.
What you trying to
No
say?
one will know.
It was Carmen, not me.
They sound the same, so pick and choose which one, Wikimaniacs. The funny part of the whole debacle was when she declared that, quote, we all need to cover my relationship in prayer because Satan is at work here. The groom's best man said perfectly loud enough for all to hear, yes, Satan is clearly at work today, but not in the way she's implying.
Oh, shit.
Oh, okay, okay.
Best man got the, you better get on that.
Clap back.
He's clearly been dealing with this shit the whole wedding.
For real. My dad had to turn his head to hide his quiet laugh. She stormed out, but not before demanding that I be removed from the wedding and to instruct her that she needs to worship elsewhere from now on. I calmly told the whole room that I'm happy to have nothing to do with her wedding. They were all apologizing. Groom's parents were mortified. Her parents ran out with her, but they were clearly humiliated by their daughter's behavior. But they all knew at this point that I would not do it. My dad called the groom aside for a private conversation, and the next morning, my dad told me the wedding was still on, but he wasn't officiating. It had to be rescheduled and done elsewhere if the groom wanted to proceed. In the meantime, the bride was bad-mouthing me all over the church, calling people, taking to social media with epic long posts to preach about lust and integrity, calling me out along with other women in the church by name.
Oh my God.
She crazy.
That's insanity.
It is. 2 days later, we found out that the groom called the whole thing off.
Oh.
I was hoping for this.
Good, good.
Yeah.
This is the ending that I wanted to.
Maybe it's the ending she wanted because, like, to do that is just it's pretty unhinged.
It is. That y'all should add that to the bingo, by the way, Wikimaniacs. We feel like we've used unhinged for the past couple weeks.
Because everyone we talk about is unhinged.
Yes. He was so angry with her. He met with me and my parents and explained that ever since he proposed, a terrible side of her came out and it's been getting worse. He didn't want to marry her, and he apologized to me again for her behavior. I assured him he didn't need to do that on her behalf. What happened was necessary for him to finally have enough and make the wise choice to call it off. He's now married to a really wonderful woman with a beautiful young family. They're happy and thriving and still in our church. Original bride wasn't heard from or seen again, but her parents sent me a nice note with a generous Starbucks gift card, apologizing profusely as they were just as stunned by her recent behavior. The whole rehearsal, including the tantrum, storming out, the conversations we had after, were all caught on camera too. They'd hired one of our church members to be the videographer, and he just left it running. I saw it later that week. I wouldn't give anything for a copy of that right now.
I was hoping you'd say her and the groom got together in the end. That would have been funnier.
That would have been, huh?
That would be fun. Yeah.
But sounds like a happy ending
Yeah.
for everyone except for the bride, I guess. Oh, well.
Feels like it's deserved.
Yeah.
He dodged the bullet for sure.
You know, she should have waited till after the wedding to start acting like that, honestly.
Wow.
Well, it would have been one more day. Like,
Yeah, just get locked down and then you can be unhinged. He can't escape then.
then it's harder to leave for
Yeah.
him. And so, yeah.
That's some toxic shit. Oh my God.
Also, I don't believe that it was all of a sudden. I believe there had to be some flags that he just was ignoring.
He
There's no
ignored,
way.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's no way someone just acts like that out of nowhere, like being normal one day. Like, no.
Yeah, there has to be flags. Right? I mean, to be fair, we've done tons of stories where people get married. They're together for 15 years, and then they're like, nah, I never saw it coming, but this person is just wild now. It's like there had to be some build up to that.
True.
The best man saw it coming because he had a clap back waiting. He had one in the chamber off the bat.
Yeah.
He was
Oh
tired.
my God, I thought it was the fiance that said that at first.
Damn, that would be
Snap.
wild.
Actually, I did think that too.
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
In the
And I
altar?
was
Like,
like-
goddamn.
Yeah.
It'd be great if like she had the breakdown, went up, finished the rehearsal, and they were all like, "Yeah, that's perfect. Let's do that again tomorrow." And then she did the exact same thing.
Oh my God.
Who has time to do that while they're getting married? Like,
I don't,
Right.
I don't know, because like I feel like I don't know, it's a lot to pay attention to just to notice one little glance. So that's weird
Because she made it up.
probably.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's why. Yeah,
She got like
you're right.
surveillance camera all over her fucking dresses, man. Like, who
Yeah.
does she? How does she know? Like, someone's staring. Like, she gotta be like an owl rotating her head like
But
360.
also, who cares? He's marrying you, clearly. So who cares if
Yeah.
some random
Yeah.
altar girl is staring at him? Who gives a shit? That's just, it seems very insecure to just
Very.
launch into someone
Wild.
random.
Well, that's Satan's work for you. So.
Yeah,
Facts.
that's true.
They do be facts. All right, moving to the next story. And apologies in advance because there's no poop, but
Oh.
it is an oops, all sad story. And I just want to give a trigger warning. There will be mention of self-harm in the story. So brace yourself, Wikimaniacs. If you don't want to listen to this, then just be sure to skip forward. We do have timestamps on our or on our show notes. So the story goes as this. The title is I'm Leaving My Boyfriend Over a Prank, and OP is Admirable Ground Score Spirit at Ground Score 673.
It's so confusing when you do it that way. I'm like, what is their actual name?
Admirable Ground Score Spirit Ground Score.
Oh my God, is it an underscore and it doesn't
Underscore.
actually
Yeah.
say ground score?
Yeah,
We say
Okay,
ground score.
This whole
now.
time I thought people were making new Reddit accounts with the word ground score in there. Like I have thought this for the past couple weeks.
Some people have, but
Some people have.
but
I just thought everyone.
not
We have
everyone.
a mid score. Now we have a ground score. I've seen Sky Score. Someone is doing it.
I'm about to go make ground score.
I think someone took it already.
You called it ground score times 5.
Times
I'm kidding. Yeah.
Ground score 1, ground score 2, ground score 3, and then just auction them off.
Yeah. Sell the account when you're tired of it. Just get as
Yeah.
much karma points as possible and just sell that shit. All right. Story goes as this. I'm still shaken up a bit. Whoa, they wrote that. Horrible. Anyways, I'm going to skip that part. I, 18
That's the
female. The title is I'm leaving my boyfriend over a prank.
Oh, okay.
They just wrote that next sentence. Horrible.
Oh, okay,
Anyways,
okay.
I, 18 female, have been with my boyfriend, 20 male, for almost 2 years. I moved with him last August and things have been pretty rocky. My whole life I've struggled with my mental health, specifically depression, anxiety, and self-harm. I also have a history of trauma, but I don't need to get into that. I made sure my boyfriend knew this when we started dating because I wanted him to be able to nope out of the relationship if this was too much for him to deal with. He assured me it wasn't an issue. He never seemed to really get the whole mental health thing though. He would make comments saying stuff like depression is just spicy sad.
I mean, that's a funny meme, but it's not
Yeah.
something to say to someone who's actually going through it.
Yeah.
I think someone with depression can say that about themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I say it about myself all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my tears are a little spicy today.
Why am I crying at The Last of Us? I'm dying.
That,
To be fair,
that is depressing.
Yeah.
Like,
It is.
That's, yeah, wow.
I know.
To be
And to
fair.
put it out in mid winter is just torture because it's like,
Yeah,
worse.
to put it out during seasonal, what is it called?
Seasonal
depression.
Sad. Sad, yeah, literal sad.
yeah. He would make comments saying stuff like depression is just spicy sad and people with trauma should just get over it.
Ooh.
And this is there's a little thing she said here too. He also thinks that only veterans can get PTSD, which is
No.
false,
Oh my God.
people. That
Oh
is
my
false. I've tried explaining things to him, but he just brushes me off, so I do the best to ignore him. Recently, he started watching a couple prank channels on YouTube, and he started pranking me. At first, it was just small things like putting way too much flavor in my water or salt in a bite of my food. I laughed it off. It didn't really bother me. But then he started jumping out and scaring me. That kind of stuff really affects me sometimes because of my PTSD, and I tried to explain that to him. He would apologize, but do it again the next day. I was getting annoyed and frustrated, but I tried to let it be. Things escalated then last week when he put some noisemakers under the toilet seat in the middle of the night.
Oh.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my God.
I woke up to go to the bathroom, sat down, boom. It being late at night, me being half awake, and the loud noise all mixed together and gave me a full-blown panic attack. I was on the bathroom floor crying and having flashbacks after I don't know how long I stopped crying and was just staring into space, having flashbacks. He came in because I guess he noticed I was gone for a while. When he saw me sitting on the floor, he remembered his little prank and started laughing.
Oh.
Oh my God.
I just stared at him for a second, got up, and called him an ass. Sorry, it's not a Friday episode, but definitely an asshole.
What the fuck?
I slept in the living room the rest of the night. The next day, I sat him down and I told him he cannot keep scaring me like this. No more jumping out at me, no more loud noises. He pretty much sighed and rolled his eyes, but he said he would stop. Everything was fine for a week. I thought this whole prank thing was finally over. Yesterday, I got home from being out with a friend, actually feeling better for the first time in a while. When I walked in the house, all the lights were off.
Oh
So
my
I assumed he was still at work, which isn't abnormal because sometimes he works late. I plugged my phone in because it died on my way back home, and when it powered on, I got a notification that he sent me a text. It just read, "So sorry, I love you." I replied saying it's okay, I'll see you when you get home, love you, and I heard his phone ding in the bathroom. That was weird, I thought.
Oh.
So I got up to go get his phone when I got into the bathroom and I saw him laying in the bathtub.
No.
Oh
What the
He
my
didn't
God.
joke about this, did
This
he?
is not some. Oh my God.
The bath was full of water. There was an empty bottle of pills on a sink, and he was covered in blood. His wrists were cut, and there was just so much blood.
I don't know if this is still
Is
a
this a
prank,
prank?
yet.
No,
So I
there's
don't know how to
nothing-
react.
Yeah. My heart just sank. I started having a panic attack. I was hyperventilating, crying, and I was just frozen. After a minute, I ran to the living room to get my phone to call 911, and I hear splashing and then laughter.
Jesus
Oh
fucking
my
Christ.
God.
Bro, what the
No.
fuck?
I turn around to see him standing in the hallway, just laughing. He said, "He got me," and I should have seen the look on his face. I don't even know how to describe the feelings I was experiencing. I was so mad, sad, and scared. I didn't even say anything. I just walked out of the house, and I just kept walking, and eventually I figured I needed to call my friend to come get me. At first, I didn't tell her what happened. I just told her I needed her to come get me. It was an emergency. She came and took me back to her house where I'm at now. My boyfriend keeps calling me, and he sent me some texts saying he was sorry, and it was just a joke, and I'm overreacting, and I needed to come home.
Wow.
Not a-
Just
No.
belittling her feelings.
Yes.
After you fake killed yourself. What the fuck?
That's like never funny.
No, it's never funny. Oh,
This is unhinged.
Definitely.
Thank
Especially
you.
for someone who disclosed they had
Oh
past
my
trauma
God.
and had like serious issues about having those thoughts in the past.
Well, I mean, yes, absolutely. But even like if someone doesn't have that past, like that's still not something you do.
This would be something so traumatic.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not answering. I don't even know what I would say to him. My friend is going over to his house tomorrow to get my things when he's at work. She said I can stay with her however long I need. I don't know what I'm going to do. I just feel numb. And that's the end of the story.
Wow.
Well, I'm glad she's leaving him because that is
Same.
ridiculous. Like it seems like, you know, those shitty YouTubers back in like the early 2010s who like were
Logan
like
Paul.
prank channel. I don't know if Logan Paul did it, but there was like a bunch
did
of
it.
them.
Yeah.
Did he?
did it.
did.
Okay. I don't know. But there was like just prank channels where they would just do the most insane shit to people. And it's like, okay, these are no longer pranks. You're just torturing people now. That's what this is. Except he's not doing it for, you know, probably millions of dollars. He's doing it just to torment his girlfriend, which is
For no reason.
insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
That's even worse.
Oh,
I mean, it gets bad already, but to just be doing it without filming it. Is like,
it's like now you're just doing
What
it for the
was this
sick
all for?
pleasure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. It's more sadistic.
What was the reason?
Yeah, what was the cue Cardi B? What was the reason? Seriously. Oh my God.
Like it's one thing to play little pranks on your like significant other, like the salt in the food, whatever. Like
That's fine. Yeah.
fine. I mean, as long as they're not allergic to whatever you're putting in their
Salt.
food. Not salt, but you know what I mean? Like if you put something else in.
Put seasoning
Yeah.
in Josh's food.
I'm white. I'm allergic to seasoning.
Thank you. You got the joke. It's spicy. Pepper.
But like those small things, that's okay in a relationship to do back and forth to each other as long as you like you're not crossing boundaries. But
Yes.
he just kept building it up, building it up, building it. Like what was the next prank gonna be to top that one? I like seriously.
Yeah. Yo,
Christina.
what?
Christina.
Oh my
do
God.
you remember?
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Yes,
Okay.
Carmen, thank you for bringing this up. I was with this
Oh
terrible
my God.
guy when we were, 19, 18?
Yes.
And him and our friend, like we had the same friend group, and they were always at our house. Like everyone knew them, including our mom, everyone. We were all in the same friend group. And the guy I was dating and his best friend, they decided to prank everyone that the guy had died. And they know he was in the hospital. He had gotten in a car accident, and he was like in intensive care. And they posted this on Facebook. They told me, they told everyone.
It was horrible.
It was horrible. We thought he was going to die, and then he.
What the fuck?
So we were at a gas station, and we were getting gas supposedly on the way to the fucking hospital. And then out he comes from the gas station,
Oh, no.
like
What the
and
fuck?
Beat his
I think we
I
walked
don't even
home.
remember that part.
Yeah. I was traumatized, so I remember clearly. And we were pretty close because it was like a gas station firehouse. So I think I just walked home, like the both of us. And I think our other friend was with us because we were all in the same tight group.
Yeah.
So we're like, you guys don't joke. Nobody talked to them for months. My mom never let them back inside her house.
She banned them from the house.
Good.
Forever. Yeah. Forever.
Holy.
So yeah, this you don't joke. Pranks involving someone's death or your own, they're not
Not
pranks.
funny.
No,
Yeah.
It's not
at
funny.
all.
Yeah.
Well, it's traumatizing because like it's just it breaks you for like a little bit, and then you're like,
Yeah,
oh,
you
just
think-
kidding.
Yeah. Like, what do you mean? You know what? You should have fucking died.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, that's what you would feel.
I was like,
yeah, that is what I felt at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
emotionally,
It
I'm
was
there
the
already.
worst.
Yeah.
oh man, that's awful.
Oh my god.
Whew. All right. Well, let's decompress for a little bit. Let's take a quick ad break. Hear Josh talk about shaving his balls. So buy some
Nope.
products. No, not this month. Okay.
Not now. Yeah.
Not now. Well,
We hit
it's
our
quick.
quota.
In the
Did we hit our
winter.
quota? Okay, not in the winter. If he gets nicked, then that shit ain't gonna recover
That's
for a
not
long
on
time.
us.
But, yeah. But we'll be right back with Wikimaniacs.
Oh my
Whatever
God.
sponsor we got playing right now, which is probably none, but we'll be right back. And we're back.
Wow, what a long break.
What a
It's been a
long
while.
break.
I had a
Yeah.
nap. It was great.
What a great ad.
It was a great ad. Josh is
Whatever
still
it
clean
was.
down there, whatever that was. He's clean somewhere, you know what I'm saying? So
Somewhere.
somewhere.
Not gonna say where.
Where? Sienna fights people all the time for looking at Josh. Cristina
Yeah.
knows the vibes.
She pranks me by putting salt and pepper in my food. It's ridiculous.
We did hot ones already, and Josh still can't handle that. So, all right, Wikimaniacs, trigger warning for this following story. There might be some mentions of eating disorder, so if that's something you're uncomfortable with, please skip. Matter of fact, you might as well skip the whole episode. There's another trigger warning for next story too. So this is
go
a
to
trigger
Friday.
warning heavy episode. So stay tuned or skip, whichever you prefer. All right, moving to the next story. Speaking of food.
Oh.
Story number 3. This one is from Standard Ground Score Sky 7852. Title is I resent my girlfriend for making me eat less.
Okay.
I would resent my wife if she
Yeah,
made me eat less because I am a fat ass and I need to eat.
I want to know how someone is making you eat less and it's not something you're doing yourself by choice.
Yeah.
True.
See, like there's times where I'm like, Sienna, all right, I'm gonna eat healthy this week. Like, don't let me eat snacks. And like I set like a rule for myself. And then when she's like, I thought you said you weren't gonna eat snacks, I'm like, no, let me do this, please.
Then you go on Reddit and make this post.
And then I write,
this you?
we're gonna find out.
I'm weak. All right. I think what set me off is that she laughed at me struggling to flip a lettuce and egg pancake when it inadvertently broke apart and just gave up.
The fuck is a lettuce and egg pancake?
That sounds disgusting.
It does sound disgusting.
Oh, I thought you said omelet.
I mean,
My brain just heard omelet.
what
That
would
makes
make
sense.
technically an omelet?
That makes more sense, yeah.
Wait, yeah.
They just
Maybe that's what you mean.
They didn't know what an
Yeah.
omelet was.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to imagine this now. And yeah, I think an omelet. No,
It
because
has
an
to be
omelet is
an
like
omelet.
a folded pancake.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a folded egg pancake, so yeah.
Like I said, a full blown like romaine leaf and shit.
Does he not
Or
know what
chopped
omelets are?
I don't know. Maybe he's just like a full head of lettuce.
He's too hungry, he's forgetting words.
Let's not make fun of this
Because she
guy.
won't let him eat.
Strange.
Yeah. No, my God. I'm not at an unhealthy weight as far as I know. I'm about 160 pounds and 6'1", and I'm in my early 20s. I
That
might
guess
sounds
be
like a little
underweight.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's skinny, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Telling
Yeah.
me I'm like heavier
enough.
than your ass and like half a
I
foot
am
shorter
heavier.
than your ass. Golly.
Like 2 inches taller than me and lighter.
Damn, I haven't been 160 in like decades, bro. Like, holy shit. I guess her problem is that I'm skinny fat, kind of.
What?
I work out an average amount, but I'm tubby around the waist. She recently confessed to me that our sex life was lying because she didn't feel attracted to me anymore because I wasn't putting
Red
effort
flag.
in myself. Waving. If I had a flag
That's a
right
red
now.
flag.
Yeah.
I need to start buying
I
props.
was gonna say I gotta get a flag. Just
Props of red
literally for
flag.
just when you guys ask me to guess, I'm just gonna be
Just
Just
wave
wave
it.
it. You know what? That can be your bit. So like, I'm not even gonna steal that. That's all yours.
like, thank you.
You're welcome. So next time you're on, we want to see that red flag waving.
Okay, it'll be here.
Yes. I didn't understand what she meant at first because I took care of myself. I have clean clothes that fit and match. Better than me. I have holes in my
I
underwear.
mean, that's already
Better than
yeah.
half the male population.
Yeah.
yeah. Josh famously
This
wears
is-
2 types of
Clean
plaids.
clothes.
I'm in sweatpants right now.
Same. I have clean clothes that fit and match, a color palette that suits me. I have no hygiene issues, keep my nails trimmed, all of that. Finally, she elaborated that it's because I don't buy more fancy clothes.
Red flag.
Yeah, it is for sure.
Yeah, how many fancy clothes do you need, you know?
Define fancy clothes. Like, you expect this fool to work
Yeah.
out in a full-on suit, or what's going on?
I don't know. I think you only need 1 or 2 good suits, you know? Most guys, anyway.
I need to get mine refitted because I'm refatted, bro. Like, it's not even cool at this point. That
like that
button,
word.
that button is hanging for its life. Hell, it can't even close. It's just like, I can't even hold on to dear life because I can't close it. It's so bad. I have enough clothes, but fine. I bought more clothes that I can't afford and don't really need.
Oh no, no,
You shouldn't have
no.
done that.
Sure.
Yeah.
I resented her a little then because this was money I had saved to pay for an important event coming up in my life. Then she told me that because I had grown around the waist, she felt like I had let myself go. Her chief complaint is that I used to have abs and I don't anymore. I'll admit that I don't look as good as I used to 2 years ago, but by no means I'm unhealthy.
That's a high standard. You need a abs.
is.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Those are so hard to
I know.
even get and maintain.
You have to eat so well and then just work out
And
so
work
much.
out.
Yeah.
And even then, some people just
Yeah,
can't get
barely.
abs. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't understand when I say like abs are made in the kitchen. I'm just like, but I make too much food.
Where are they?
Kitchen is the problem.
Kitchen is the problem.
I keep opening the fridge and I can't find them.
Yeah. Like, damn.
How do I make them here in the kitchen?
What's
right
a
now?
leftover when it's gone, like the first sitting? I'll go on a diet. I'm counting calories, making sure I don't eat junk, and staying hungry most of the day. The most I've eaten a day is 1,500 calories.
Oh,
That is horrible.
I don't
Yeah.
even know what would be. What's normal? What's normal?
I mean, the standard. It's funny. It's called the standard American diet. It's sad because it is sad. It's supposed to be 2,000 Is it 2,000?
2,000. Yeah.
Yeah.
2,000 calories is supposed to be the standard, but like people do.
All the labels say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the people like doing like deficits, like, 1,600, 1,800 is typically good. If you're at The Rock, you eat like 5,000 calories a day.
I mean, but this dude's also
for
6'1".
his height-
Yeah.
Yeah,
You should be at
that's
least
an
eating,
insane
like-
deficit. Yeah.
close to 2,000 maybe. Because
If
6'1"
not
is
more.
pretty
He
tall.
needs to eat more protein and hit the gym for those games.
And he'll find the abs.
Yeah. The most I've eaten in a day is 1,500 calories, but usually it's around 800 or 1,000.
Oh my
No way.
God.
No way. Okay, have you
That's
guys
not enough.
No.
food.
That's
Have
less
you
than a
seen
Big
the
Mac.
subreddit? 1,200 is enough. Like it's like a subreddit about 1,200 calories.
No.
And it's
Wait,
supposedly
is that the one for the petite?
yeah.
women
If you're
that
like a
only eat that
petite
much?
sedentary woman, you can supposedly eat that much. And eating, I tried it years ago, and it's I felt like I was starving the whole time,
Oh my
and
goodness.
that is not enough. Like so, that guy is that. This is an eating disorder. Like this is.
Yeah.
This is
Actually,
insane.
yeah.
Oh my god!
I saw a
Actually,
tic-
we should put a trigger warning at the top of this.
Yeah,
'cause-
actually, that's a good idea.
I didn't even think
For
about
eating
that.
disorders. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I saw a TikTok where a girl was like, men who like go to the gym have an eating disorder that's just never talked about. Because like a lot of guys like calorie counting, like deficit.
Some guys count seasoning calories. and
Yeah.
I'm like,
Hell, what the?
Yeah,
that's weird.
it's crazy. Or the other way where they're just bulking, so they're just eating like so much, like way more than their body should be consuming, but they're just
that
forcing
too.
themselves to eat so that they can build muscle. And it's like that. Those are disorders. I mean, do what you want with your body. It's fine, but yeah, it's just under talked about in men.
I don't have the time to cook nice meals because I'm occupied with classes and work, so I just whip something up real quick with healthy ingredients. I can't eat the meals she cooks because she doesn't count calories and it's usually very carb heavy. Now, every time I get hungry, which is most of the day, I resent her. I don't want to be doing this, but if I don't, then I'm not putting in the work to better myself, and she won't see me as attractive.
Oh my god.
And my guy is, ooh,
That's so sad.
That is very
Yeah,
sad.
I'm sad now.
yeah. This is an oops all sad now I think about it. God damn.
The fuck, John?
Sorry. Someone had to fill in for Sean,
It's true.
That's true.
She can eat whatever she wants, but I can't. Of course, there's the illusion of choice. Oh, you can eat what I cook, just less of it. You can have cheat days every week and so on. But of course, it'll be turned back on me. So I have to stick with this until she has the body she wants or I give up on her. It's not even such a bad...
Give up on her.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need
Cut
to...
your loss.
Why are you holding on to this? Let's explore that. Is it
Yeah.
worth it? I don't
Yeah.
think so.
No.
Cut your loss, not your diet. Or like not your carbs or
Not-
calories.
Not your
Yeah.
calories.
There it is.
Cut your loss, not your calories. That's the
Yeah.
tagline for this story.
Title of the episode.
Yes. It's not even such a bad thing. I know at the end of it, I'll like how I look more, but I'm not doing it for myself, and I resent her for making me feel like I don't have any other choice. I'm just venting. I'm not going to do anything about it. Edit.
Oh my God.
Sorry if I can reply to everyone. I have busy days, but I am reading everything. I appreciate the advice. It's nice to look at my situation from someone else's perspective.
I mean,
But again, he's not going to do anything
yeah.
about it.
Wow, I'm appalled. No, this is abusive.
It is.
It is.
He needs to dip,
Well,
and
you
he
know
needs
what?
to start
He's
dipping
stuck
things.
in
Yeah.
an abusive relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he doesn't have the clarity yet or the, to realize it.
My thing too about this is like it is probably difficult for him to like get out of the situation because one, it does sound like it's very abusive at this point. I think for me, he feels powerless because he's not happy about himself. And he's so like looking at the mirror and he's just like, I'm not satisfied myself. What other woman can like appreciate me? You know? So he just has this like self doubt about himself. And it's fucking sad that someone made him think that way, you know?
Yeah. It's like, what does she expect is going to happen? Like, you're going to get older. You're going to, gain weight. Like, that happens to everyone. And so is she expecting you to be, cut, abs, 6'1" the rest of your life? Because that's not going to happen. And so it's
Not
like
realistic.
it is unrealistic. Everyone's going to gain weight. Everyone's body's going to change different times of their life. And it sounds like her love for you is only skin deep, which is, very shitty. So yeah, I'm with Carmen and Cristina. Cut your losses. This is not someone you need in your life.
Yeah, don't be with someone superficial. Like that's what it seems like this relationship is. And if you can get out, my guy, get out, hit the gym, eat whatever you want. As long as you feel good about yourself, that's all that should matter.
Well, the shitty thing is, like, once someone puts that in your mind, that's all
It's
you're
hard.
thinking about.
It's very hard.
Go to therapy.
Yes.
You
Go to
Absolutely.
therapy.
What?
Get therapy.
There it is.
There it is.
Got a button for that. Last story for today. There is mention of abuse in this story. So
You could argue the last one was abuse too.
It is. So the story is, my dad threatened to impregnate me on his wedding day.
Oh.
No, this is terrible.
Yeah, let's just skip this one for our own mental health.
It's okay. We have them again for another hour. Make your Am I the Asshole stories happy so they're not disappointed.
I've already
If
got
they're
them.
sad, find new ones right now. No.
Shit, I gotta go look over my.
Yeah, pressure's on you, my guy.
I have a high tolerance for this. So
Yeah,
Okay.
Carmen, her work is, she's dead inside.
Me
Aren't we all?
too.
She's extra dead.
Oh my
inside.
gosh, I've been deceased for a long time, Carmen. I know the feeling. I just smile all the time, but I'm empty as fuck inside.
You're perfect for this show.
I am.
Yeah, like this story might be something she just hears like on the regular.
It's like that's another
You
Tuesday.
said incest? Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah,
That's just a day in the office.
Oh my
she's,
god.
she's in social work.
Oh,
In Ohio or
not from Ohio, fool.
no? I
It's
said in
everywhere,
Ohio. I was
sadly.
questioning. It was a joke.
No, that's what's that
Alabama.
state that they make fun of?
Oh,
Yeah,
Alabama.
Alabama.
I was like,
Yeah,
what's
like,
going
that's a
on in
little too
Ohio?
Midwest. You have to go a little southern than that.
No, we always
Move a little
accidentally
town.
shit on Ohio. My bad.
That's true. Yeah.
And Utah. So how many states are we on the shit list?
No, we
Utah makes sense.
we purposely shit on Utah.
Oh,
Utah, yeah.
You're right.
We accidentally shit on Ohio because I always confuse the two for some reason.
I was like, where were you going?
Utah's
with
where
this?
the Mormons are at.
That's why. Yeah, BYU, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that where
Yeah.
it is? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Anyways, OP is different. Ground score, bedroom 80. I have to think about the ground score now. It sucks. Hi everyone. It was suggested that I post my story here. My dad has been living illegally in the US. I just reported him to ICE. The context. My dad contacted me yesterday to tell me that my actions have affected his relationships with his family. My dad remarried about 10 years ago to an American. I was his biggest supporter at the time. I just wanted him to be happy. He married her after being with her for only 4 months together. I was just happy.
Yikes.
He was happy. That's fairly quick.
Yeah.
That's some
I mean,
90-day fiance shit.
It's a red flag. Yeah.
I mean, if you know, you know, I guess. But it sounds like he didn't, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna agree.
He used to call me and accuse me of siding with my mom even after he remarried. We came to a head when I got engaged and invited him to my wedding. He said if my mom was going to be there, he wouldn't attend. I told him that I wanted both parents to be in attendance, and he basically called me a traitor and to go fuck myself.
Oh my
my.
God. Uninvited.
Yeah.
Facts.
Never mind. Invitation
Cut off.
revoked. Cut off.
Yeah. Cut off for real. After that, he sent me long-winded text messages about how my mom cuckolded him, sharing intimate details about their sex lives.
no.
And when I told him to stop, he ghosted me for 10 years.
Oh my God. I don't know what I was expecting, but this is wild. This is unhinged as well.
Holy shit.
How awkward is that? You're sharing your sex life to your daughter. Why would you do that?
Why?
No one needs to know that.
No.
Parents.
No one wants to know that about their
Nah.
parents.
No.
How are we made? Let's not find out.
I was delivered via crane or whatever.
That bird.
Stork.
Stork.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
stork.
Storks and crane is the same thing? They look similar.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know my birds.
Neither do I.
One is a duck, right?
What?
So
A crane, isn't it more like a duck?
So Carmen was delivered
I
by
don't
a duck.
Oh shit. He's always been abusive, both physically and emotionally, but at his wedding to my stepmother, you ready for the toxicity?
I mean, it's been the whole
More.
time, but
It started
right.
from the beginning.
This is creme de la creme right here.
okay.
He tried to kiss me romantically.
Oh my god.
And said if the world ended, he'd take me and repopulate the human species to create a biologically perfect species.
Why?
First of all, that child would be sick.
Yes.
Genetically.
Have you not heard of the royal family?
Have you not? Was it Prince Harry who came with the book?
Oh my god, his
Yes.
book is
Oh my
unhinged, bro. I've been seeing that shit on
I've-
TikTok. I'm like, the
I
fuck
was
you
gonna
say?
say I've seen TikToks on it. I haven't read it, but I feel like I have just from all the TikToks.
Watching the TikToks. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the same thing. Yeah, that's what you would be creating.
I know too much of your life. I don't need to know. Oh my gosh.
That's disgusting. Wild.
Wow, that seems so like random too. Who does that?
I mean, it feels like it came out of nowhere, but I feel like him talking to her about
No, you're right.
his sexual life with the mom is like a
start
step
of it.
towards that.
Yeah.
It's like grooming. It's like gross, like
Yeah.
crossing all these boundaries.
Yeah.
It's
I
giving
agree.
me Donald Trump vibes with Ivanka. Nasty pervert.
Didn't you say you'd sleep with her?
Yeah.
Yeah, he literally.
With the
Yeah.
Yvonne. Oh my god.
Oh, that was your president.
Oh yeah, I forget you're Canadian all the time, even though you say out like that. So I'm like, what do you mean your president? Ours.
I mean, listen, ours is not much better. Our prime minister, but
That's true.
Hashtag not my president.
Yeah.
for real.
I immediately cut off contact after that, and I didn't hear from him again. Out of the
Good.
blue, he called me yesterday. I don't even know how he got my number, but he was obviously drunk and told me I destroyed his happiness on his wedding day. And his wife has never forgiven him for what I did to him. Wait, what? And his wife has never forgiven him for what I did to him.
Get kissed?
Wait, for
What,
what?
what he did
He-
to her.
To her, but that was how it was written.
okay.
Maybe it was a typo.
Okay,
but
okay.
He did try to
Okay.
kiss her, so maybe the wife saw that.
Maybe.
I mean, like I would have screamed, so maybe everyone heard it and saw it. I don't know.
I mean, yeah.
She's apparently leaving him now, and it's all my fault.
good.
He called me a tease.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
He called me
my
a
God.
tease and said I blew the content of our conversation out of context. Then he yelled at me and said if he was serious about repopulating the human species, he would have just taken it from me.
Holy.
Whoa.
Wow.
Called me a bunch of names and hung up on me. I've been trying to toe the line with him for decades. I've stood by him after everything he's done to me, and when I finally told him to stop, he threatened my life. So I called ICE on him. He's never gotten his US citizenship, even after getting married to my stepmother. Now he's getting his ass deported back to Canada. He's your people, Josh.
Oh my god.
Say
Which
it,
province? Which province?
motherfucker. He's like, not my people. It's your people, Josh. Goddamn Canadians coming into our goddamn country.
Shit.
They
You know what?
stand The rapist.
What?
You guys built the wall on the wrong side.
I'm sorry, Josh. I had to find that story just for you, bro.
That's so fucking funny.
Oh my god.
Well, not funny. It's not funny, but
No.
that might be the one pro ice story
I
I've
don't-
ever heard.
His wife has a criminal record, so she won't be able to join him. I've destroyed his life, and I don't feel bad about it.
Oh my god.
This is that one time I'm not like abolish ICE. Like do this first and then they can abolish ICE.
Yeah, you can melt the ice afterwards. I don't give a shit.
keep one guy at ice just for these stories.
Wow.
Oh,
I hope he's from Alberta. I don't know.
is that your rivals or province or some shit?
They're the ones that sent the convoy. So
Oh,
Oh.
they're the Trump
Yeah.
people.
He's probably from there then.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
hoping. But Ontario is the bigger province, like more people. So I'm not
Damn
hopeful.
it, Josh. Stop sending your criminals down here, Josh.
You know me, just at the border, handing people guns and sending them over. It's just,
Makes sense. Yeah, I know.
you guys want more
want-
opium?
Do you want your healthcare revoked, but you have guns? Come to America, where capitalism is king.
They have bigger drinks down there.
Everything's bigger.
Supersize it.
Yeah. That is true. Well, that's it
Oh my God.
for the Reddit portion of this episode. Stick around for This Day in History, written by Cultivate's very own and Weird Distractions podcast host, the lovely and amazing, and I'm going to make fun of Sean about this because he read it wrong last week, the lovely and amazing Underbaki. he just called her by her last name. The amazing Underbaki.
Like a magician.
Yes.
I like it though. It sounds good.
It is.
And when she hears this, she's going to
Yeah.
be pissed off. or happy. We'll see.
Yeah.
So this week's topic, we're going to be talking about Bad Girl Riri. So we're talking about Rihanna.
Ooh.
So we'll be right back, Wikimaniacs.
Oh.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you might be in the world. Welcome to This Day in History. This is a weekly series where we go back in time to learn more about what happened on this day throughout history. We are 1 week removed. I guess it's 1 week removed by the time this episode comes out from an epic Super Bowl. Had a good game. Didn't have a horse in the game, but couldn't have asked for a better game. But today we are actually going to be talking about going back to time 35 years ago to celebrate the person who killed it in that halftime performance, none other than the bad girl Riri herself. We're going to celebrate Rihanna. So let's get to it, shall we, Wikimaniacs? Robin Rihanna Fenty was born on February 20, 1988 in St. Michael, Barbados, to parents Monica and Ronald. Robin, who would later go by Rihanna, seemingly strived to have a better life at a young age. Being exposed to family addiction and the breakdown of her parents' marriage, she joined the Army Cadet in a sub-military program by age 11, and previously had been selling clothes with her father in a stall on the street. Based on that, one could say she had the keys of motivation in her hand, and she was ready to drive. In 2003, when Rihanna was only 15 years old, she and two of her classmates from Barbados auditioned with American record producer Evan Rogers. Evan reportedly stated that, quote, "The minute Rihanna walked into the room, it was like the other two girls didn't exist." Before Rihanna knew it, she was sending demos to Def Jam Records, laying down tracks, and releasing her first album by August of 2005. The album Music of the Sun debuted. I can't say that word, debuted. Is it debuted? Debuted. I'm gonna say debuted, fuck it. At number 10 on the Billboard 200 and received a gold certification from the Recording Industry Association of America, denoting shipments of over 500,000 units. Rihanna would go on to release a total of 8 studio albums, star in movies such as Ocean's 8 and Guava Island, and become a money-earning, head-turning mogul with her numerous businesses such as Fenty, Fenty Beauty, Fenty Skin, and Savage X Fenty. She is also known for her philanthropy work with helping terminally ill children, raising awareness for HIV and AIDS, supporting cancer fundraisers, and many more. In more personal matters, Rihanna and New York rapper A$AP Rocky welcomed their first child on May 19, 2022. And for those that caught the Super Bowl this year, thank you, Alex, for that, then you know they're expecting another baby. Huge congrats to Riri and A$AP Rocky. So, today, this is my favorite part, by the way. So today, don't be a rude boy and join us in celebrating Rihanna's 35th birthday. Don't stop the music. Goddamn, Alex, you're in a roll. Stream Rihanna today and every day. Let us know if you've enjoyed today's segment over on our social media accounts or over on the Cultivates Discord. Also, thank you for tuning in to today's This Day in History segment. It wouldn't have been possible without the following resources. Wikipedia page on Rihanna. This couldn't have been possible as well without our amazing writer, Alex Underbaki of the Weird Distractions podcast, or what Sean likes to call her, the amazing Underbaki. She is amazing. So give some love to Alex when you get the chance. And we also can't thank our Wikimaniacs enough, who happens to be patrons. And we can't do this without you. There's so much of y'all now, and my heart is full. Big shout out to Melissa, Caroline, Julie, Emily, Lunar Eclipse, Alyssa, Agatha, Artanog29, Sheila, Miki, Turton, Flare Prime, Zoe, Aber. Ooh, this is a hard one. Kakernij. I'm so sorry. Moody Tacos, Vicky Morton, Ling FH, Faith Rentaria, Sammy, Be So Happy, Jen, Isabel, Mama Deb, Pikaya, Sarah, aka The Runt, Christine, Alex, Morgan, Teresa, Sarah, Aisha, Alexa, Carolina, Tamsin, Sarah, Sen, Maddie, Jojo in Tejas, Jessiana, Bree, Purple DC Bones, Michael, Philip, Melissa, B. Payton, Shannon, Sierra, Emily, Taylor Little, 5128, Sai Gao, Ashley, Robert, Sam, Lindsay, Audrey, Nick, Nat Themi, Caradim, Riker, Stephanie, Jackie, Jessica, Olga, Mackenzie, Technicolor Kitty, Sabrina, Lily, Pandemonium, The Cat, Jenny, April, Rachel, Tracy, Jarrell, Flossie, Savannah, Maria, Midscore, Mrs. Christine, E2, Anastasia, Ashley, Antoinette, Taylor, Tara, Jessica, Bear, Sarah, Mina, Sophia, Will, J. Rich, Mitzi, Muna, Cow, Witty Kitty, Raven, Dr. Doonan, Annie Groundscore Els, Stevie, Meg Mystery, Sierra, Charisse, Hyphen, Daya, Shell, Olivia, Taylor, Lay, Alexis, Unicorn, Bex, Graceful Duck 22, Phoebe, Judith, Roxy, Emily, Eliana, Asgear, Patty, Likachu, Nikita, Casey, Jenna, Issa Thunder Poop, Tabitha, Victoria, Jordan, Jory, Take a Shot, Jory, Elizabeth, Chelsea, Leslie, D, Nate, Kay, Lonnie, Indira, Alexandra, Iona, Karen, Alyssa, Rebecca, Brittany, Siddhartha, Lillian, Sunnylicious Supreme, Marjorie, Alyssa, Carol, Julia, Tegan, Linnea, Woody Metaphor, Sarah, Corena, Evelyn, Kite, Velvet, Groundscore Mole, Caitlin, Kelsey, Andrea, Jillian, Aaron, Kawina, Renee, Appeline, Rhonda, Stephanie, Queenie's Den, Christine, Juice Machine, Caroline, Rihanna, Mary Elena, Neen, Amanda, Shirtless, Josh Dan, Michelle, Ali, Ashley, Cecily, Haley, Brittany, Little Rosie, Ariori, Saskia, Andy, Sky, Losalini, Amber, Noah, Itzel, Nelly, Ashley, Sasha, Zenthalo, Alex, Caitlin, Casey, Ringo, Paula, Dan, Rachel, Carrie Berry, Lofty Andy, Ekaterina, Jen, Elizabeth, The Quirky Ferret, Carter, Amber, Dominique, Marine, Tiffany, Risa, Kiara, Drella, your girl Diana, Catherine, Diana, Lena, Naya, Ellie, Jen, Crystal, Danielle, Michelle, Alexis, Jasmine, Miss Doolittle, Marianne, Sarah, Free Gnomes, Susan, Phantom Fox, Dan, Christina, Blue Reina, Katie, Leah, Micah, Valentina, Alex, Taru, Aaron, Gabby, Lindsay, and Vina. That is almost 250 of y'all. So just want to say a big thank you. Y'all are doing so much good things for us, and we couldn't have done this without you. So let's end the episode off. Let's bring back Josh, Cristina, and Carmen. Thanks, Wikimaniacs. Love you. And that's it. I forgot what I was going to say. That's it, Wikimaniacs. But before we end the episode today, Josh, I don't know if you have it prepared, but do you have any announcements, reviews, comments you'd like to read?
Yeah, I got a few comments. We got to shout out Will and Vika because this has been weeks in the making. I kept forgetting. My bad, Will and Vika. But Will asked if we could give him a shout out. Will's one of our patrons, and he asked if we could give Vika a shout out for listening to the podcast. So shout out Vika and Will. I have a review. It's a 5-star and it's titled Reddit on Winning.
Ooh. Whoa.
And it's from Gia Mini, and they say, I first saw them on TikTok, and I gotta say the vibes are beyond impeccable. It's been a tough year for me, but listening to Sean, Josh, and John has been the highlight of my chore schedule. It's a blast listening to them comment on all the Am I the Asshole stories, and it's refreshing to listen to guys with mics who are anything but toxic. They make the world, well, we're toxic to each other, but...
We're toxic to each other, so we gaslight each other every single minute.
Yeah, John did that whole last story just to make it a shot at Canada.
You know,
that was
something.
That was gold.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Just Putin it mightily, you know?
Yeah.
Sorry.
God damn it. They make the world a brighter place with their nuanced and thought-out answers, even when it's an oops, all sad. There's no one else I'd rather process these stories with than the pun-slinging trio.
Oh, look at that. Did I plan the oops all sad today? Maybe. Did I know Josh was going to do that? Absolutely fucking not.
Just
To be
pulled
fair,
that one out.
I actually had this story like last week written out, and I thought Sean was going to be on it. So I apologize. I meant to like traumatize the boys, not you ladies. So,
No, we can't be traumatized either.
No.
We're all
We're
drunk.
dead inside, but
we're all dead
Carmen's
inside.
extra
So
dead. Yeah.
it's okay.
But yeah, we'll keep it short so that we can give Cristina and Carmen their shout outs for their podcast and anything else you've got, John.
Yes, but like what Josh mentioned, before we leave, just want to say a big thank you to Cristina and Carmen, even though Carmen's frozen right now and she's judging us with her screenshot of her face.
Judgy
But
ass
y'all
face.
sound the same. You know, I can't tell sometimes who's saying what, but we had a great time. But before we leave, again, want to say a big thank you to you, both of you. Do you have anything you'd like to shout out or promote? Because the floor is all yours.
Carmen?
Christina, you can just say everything.
Oh, I can say everything? Oh, fine.
Yeah.
Well, fine, Carmen, I guess I will. As everyone knows already, I think, I host a Spooky Tales with MJ. That's about Latin American myths, legends, haunted places, with a little bit of a funny vibe to it, so it's not super scary. Carmen sometimes she's our unofficial co-host when MJ's out, so you'll hear Carmen on there quite a bit.
We have a couple unofficial co-hosts. You're one of them, actually, Christina. You're on enough.
Yeah.
And then we also have 2 podcasts together. And yes, it is hard to tell who's talking.
God damn.
But
Y'all got so
one
much
of them,
podcasts.
one of them is a Mexican soap opera rewatch podcast. So we're rewatching the soap opera called Teresa. It's a good one. I would say from the golden age of Mexican soap operas.
It's iconic, yeah.
Yeah, iconic. And yeah, we rewatch that, talk about every episode, recap it, talk shit about it. And then our other one is newer. That one is called Historias Unknown, and it's a history podcast about obscure stories, sometimes involving corruption, capitalism, horrible
We love
stories.
it.
But yes, but other times also more. God, Carmen, you say this part better. More uplifting stories, like about community and stuff.
Resistance, power, yes.
Love that.
Yes, resistance, power, and it's all about Latin America as well, or Latina stories that you don't hear about like in the United States. So we did like let me think of one. Uvalde, the school, Robb Elementary, where the tragic shooting happened. There was historic school walkouts there, so that was a topic.
Shit.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a lot, but yeah, stuff. Some episodes are depressing, but very stuff that like even we learn about, and it's just really fun to research and stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Speaking of like Mexican novellas, I know Philippines and Latin American culture has so much like in common. There's like a period of time where I was obsessed with Mexican novellas. Like when I was living in the Philippines, I used to watch was it Marimar with the Talia?
Oh
Talia?
God, yes, with
that was my
Thalia.
shit. When I was riding the horse, I was like, damn, with the slow motion, like falling off the
I
stair
love
shit.
it.
I'm like, God damn, this is tight. But that was like back in the 90s. Josh wasn't even born when that shit was out. So
I was alive for most of the 90s, okay? Damn.
But yeah, just like we said earlier, thank you so much for hopping on, Cristina and Carmen. Hope you all had a blast, even though it was all depressing
Yes.
today. But other than that, that's it for this week, Wikimaniacs. Don't forget to follow us on our social media, join our Discord and subreddit. And yes, we do see who be talking there. We see what you say, and I'm lurking all day.
You're
every day.
more than lurking, John. He
I
is
participate.
active in there.
John
But
is
I'll
an
be
active
looking.
Discord member.
I am an
Yes.
active because I'll be watching. I'll be watching what the fuck y'all saying.
He be
Yeah, I'm
chatting.
there.
He be
I'll
watching.
chatting. Yeah, don't forget to follow us on social media. Tell your friends about us. If you got a side chick, tell them. Might as well, right? Yeah, we'll see you this Friday for another Am I the Asshole episode. And Cristina and Carmen will be joining us again. So y'all have double
Yay.
scoop for this week. So bye,
Double
Wikimaniacs.
trouble,
Thank
double
you.
scoop.
Double trouble. Love y'all. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.
Expert in fucking, I don't know.
Great power.
For the 5th time, it's your boy Sean.